The night Esther was born, the sky was restless. Thunder rolled far away like drums warning of something unusual. The moon, half hidden by clouds, looked down on the little village of Delta, where women were running in and out of Ogochukwu's small hut. Inside, the air was filled with the cries of a new baby. Ogochukwu, a young woman in her 20s, lay on the bamboo bed, sweating but smiling. She had just given birth to her first child after many years of waiting. Her husband, Okoro, stood outside, nervous and hopeful, pacing back and forth like a restless lion. Then came the midwife's voice. "It is a girl!" Okoro rushed inside, his heart full of joy. But as he stepped closer to see the baby, his smile slowly faded. Everyone in the room froze. The baby's eyes, they were larger than normal, round and shining, almost too big for her tiny face. The midwife gasped and whispered, "Chukwemaka, what kind of eyes are these?" Another woman shook her head and muttered, "This child is not ordinary. These eyes, they are too much." Ogochukwu quickly gathered the baby into her arms and held her close, as if shielding her from their words. "She is my child and she is beautiful," she said firmly, though her voice trembled. But the whispers grew louder. "Abomination, a sign of a spirit child. She will bring trouble." Okoro, though shocked, put his hand on his wife's shoulder. "Ogochukwu, do not listen to them. This is our daughter. God has given her to us." They named her Esther, meaning daughter of the king. As the weeks passed, the gossip in the village only increased. Women at the stream would laugh behind Ogochukwu's back. Children would peep into Ogochukwu's hut just to see the baby with the owl eyes. Some even refused to touch her, afraid that looking into her eyes would bring bad luck. But Ogochukwu loved her child fiercely. Every morning, she would sing to Esther as she bathed her in the cool stream water. She would kiss those same big eyes that others feared. Yet deep down, Ogochukwu worried. She often prayed at night, "Lord, if this is truly a curse, take it away. But if it is a gift, let it show one day." When Esther turned 5, the mockery became worse. Other children pointed and laughed at her. Big eyes, they chanted as she walked to school. Some even mimicked her, opening their own eyes wide to make fun of her. Esther would run home in tears, burying her face in her mother's wrapper. "Mama, why are my eyes so big? Why am I not like the other children?" Her mother would hold her tightly and whisper, "My child, you are special. Your eyes were made by God. Never be ashamed." But children's words cut deep. Esther stopped playing with others. She spent more time alone, sitting by the riverbank and staring into the water, watching her own reflection. She wondered if her eyes were a mistake, if God had forgotten her. Sometimes she closed her eyes and wished she could wake up normal. One evening, an old woman from the village, Mama Ifeoma, came to visit. She was known for her wisdom and strange dreams. She bent over Esther, staring into those big eyes. She muttered. "This child sees more than we think. These eyes, they are not ordinary. Mark my words, one day these same eyes will save us all." The villagers laughed when they heard this. "Save us? With those eyes? Nonsense!" But Mama Ifeoma only smiled. "You will remember my words." Despite the rejection, Esther grew strong and gentle. Her eyes, though mocked, were sharp. She noticed everything. A lizard crawling on the wall, the smallest crack in a calabash, the faintest smoke rising far away. Sometimes she would say things like, "Mama, I see someone coming from the far road," long before the person arrived. Her mother began to believe that maybe, just maybe, Mama Ifeoma was right. One night when Esther was 10, she lay awake, unable to sleep. The moonlight shone through the window and her eyes caught something unusual. A shadow moved near the yam barn at the edge of the village. She blinked. The figure became clearer. Someone was trying to steal food. Her heart raced. She shook her mother awake. "Mama, there's a man at the barn." At first, Ogochukwu thought it was just a child's imagination, but Esther's eyes never lied. When the men of the village went to check, they caught a thief hiding behind the barn. For the first time, some villagers began to wonder if there was more to her eyes than they thought. Still, not everyone believed. Some continued to mock her, calling her Noa Anya Uku, the girl with big eyes. But Esther's story was only beginning. She didn't know that one day, her eyes would not just see thieves in the night. They would see dangers that could destroy the entire village. And when that day came, the same people who mocked her would beg her for help.